Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Today we are going to study the 7th standard science, the living world, adaptation and classification. Adaptation. Gradual changes occur in the body parts and also in the behavior of organisms which helps them to adjust to their surrounding. Such changes are called as adaptation. For example, chameleon, different types of snakes, carnivorous animals like lion, tiger, and leopard. Birds of different types, of different shapes, colors, and from different regions. Adaptation in aquatic plants. Some of the aquatic plants are firmly rooted in the soil at the bottom of the water bodies. Their stems are submerged, while leaves and flowers float on surface. However, some plants are entirely afloat. Their roots are not anchored in the soil. The surfaces of leaves and stem of many aquatic plants are covered with a waxy layer. Leaves of some aquatic plants are thin and slender like a ribbon. This shape helps them to withstand fast current of water, as spaces in the stem and petioles of aquatic plants are useful for floating in water. Adaptation in desert plant. Desert plants are either leafless or their leaves are like a small needle or have been modified into thorns. As a result, they lose very little water by evaporation. The stem stores water and food and is therefore fleshy. Cactus and mesquite trees are desert plants. The stems are green as they perform photosynthesis in the absence of leaves. Their root penetrates deep into the soil and some roots spread away into the soil in search of water. There is a thick layer of waxy substance on the stem of these plants too. Adaptation in a snowy region. Plants of a snowy region mainly include conifers like Dodder, pine and fern. These trees are conical in shape due to their sloping branches. In the heavy snowfall and extreme cold in these regions, the shape helps them to withstand in the cold and The snow doesn't accumulate on the tree. Adaptation in forest region. A variety of plant, trees, shrubs and herbs are found in this region. Plants compete among themselves for sunlight, hence trees grow tall to get sunlight and climbers and vines grow to great height with the support of trees. Spring-like tendrils on the stem of some climber is an example of adaptation. In the forest region, mainly the trees forms the denser look and becomes the dark forest. Adaptation in grassland plants. Diverse type of bushes and grasses are found in the grassland. Fibrous root of grasses prevent soil erosion. Forests in the equatorial region are dense. Animals like tiger, elephant and deer can remain hidden in these grasses. However, grasses in the core region are very short. Animals like rabbit are found in such grasses. Vast meadows are found in hilly areas as well as plains. Adaptation for ingestion of food in plants. Most of the plants are anchored in the ground and are autotrophic. However, plants like Dodder, that is Cuscuta, are parasitic. The plant body of Dodder consists of yellow wire-like stem. It is leafless and cannot perform photosynthesis. However, it has historical sucking roots for absorbing nutrients from the host plant. These roots penetrate up to the conducting vessels of the host plant to absorb water and food. Fungi do not have chlorophyll and cannot perform photosynthesis. They obtain food from starchy foodstuffs like bakery and bread. They have root-like fibers for absorption of food. Plants need nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium for growth. Plants that grow in soil which is deficient in nitrogen like Drosera, sundew, Venus flytrap, pitcher plant, etc. fulfill their need of nitrogen by consuming insects. Adaptations are seen in these plants which serve to attract insects and hold them captive. As compared adaptation in animals, as compared to terrestrial animal, the skin and body shape of aquatic animal appears to have undergone changes. Fishes have scales on the skin and fins on the body. The body tapers towards both of its ends like a spindle. Fishes breathe with the help of gills instead of a nose. The eyes have transparent eyelids. They have a bladder within the body to help them to float. The frog is an amphibian which can live on land and in the water. It breathes with the help of lungs and the skin and even the gills. The webbed clotted digits of frog are helpful for the floating on the water surface as well as underwater surface. Adaptation in forest and grassland animal. Carnivorous animals like the wild dog, fox, tiger and lion have strong legs to run fast and capture their prey. They have claws and their canine teeth are sharp and pointed. Tigers have padded paws and this enables them to stalk their prey. It helps them to spot their prey from a long distance. The eyes of the herbivorous The eyes of the herbivorous are below the forehead on either side of the head. This gives them wide-angle vision which helps them to protect them from the predator. Their legs are long and tapering with strong hooves which enables them to run fast taking long leaps. The long and freely moving ears can receive sounds from the long distance and different direction. Deer and blackbuck have colors that merge with their surrounding. The teeth are strong for chewing tough plant material. Adaptation in desert animal. Deserts are characterized by severe scarcity of water. Hence, desert animals have a thick skin to prevent loss of water from the body. The legs are long with flat and cushioned soles. The nostrils are protected by the folds of the skin. The eyelashes are long and thick. A rat, snakes, spider, lizard, and desert live in deep burrows during daytime and are active at night. These animals are mostly poisonous and can hide in the sand because of their color that merge in the sand. The desert lizards are mostly poisonous and they are harmful. Camel have hump on its back to store the large amount of water during the scarcity of water. It is also known as the ship of desert. Squirrels are also seen in the desert region. Rabbits are also present. Adaptation in animals of a snowy region. A white or a silver body color, long thick hair on the skin are typical characteristics of the animals of a snowy region. These animals have padded paws which makes them to run faster in the snow. The teeth are pointed and sharp that they can eat flesh and meat properly. Different types of birds are also seen in the snowy region. Big cats like lynx are also found in the polar region. Special animals called as walrus also seen in the snowy region. White fox and owl also present in the snowy region. These fox and white dogs are able to merge with the outer surrounding. Yaks are also seen in the Australian region which are having lots of hairs on their body to protect themselves from the cold. Polar bear are the specialty of polar region or Antarctic region. White lion or the albino lion are also found in the snowy region. White tiger are specialized in the snowy region. White cheetahs with the pointed sharp teeth and their specialized eyes are the main features of the predators of a snowy region. Adaptation in aerial animals. The spindle-shaped body of birds also minimizes the resistance of air while flying. With hollow bones, a body covering of feathers and modification of forelegs into wings, the body is light in weight and adapted for flying. The body of insects is also showing the adaptation. They are having 6 to 8 pairs of wings. Eagle The birds are able to fly high in the sky because of their wings. which are modified into the wings. They are the forelimbs of the birds. The birds are having talons. Their legs are modified into the talons with the sharp pointed nails. They are able to hold the branches or the prey in their talons. Some birds are having specialized type of the beaks. Some are having curved beaks. Some are having short pointed beaks to eat the flesh. Some birds are having short pointed beaks like a woodpecker. Some are having flat beak. Some are having short round beaks to eat the fruit or insects. Bats are nocturnal. They are able to fly with the skin present in between the forelimbs and hind limbs, which is called as patagium. Adaptation in reptiles. Animals like house lizard, garden lizard, crocodile use their muscles for creeping. Similarly, they show adaptation in skill, sole of feet, body color, etc. For example, house lizard and monitor lizard have clawed toes and thin soles, whereas the snake have a scaly skin. These animals able to crawl, hence their feet are short, having pointed sharp claws. Turtles are able to move in underwater because of their modified limbs. Tortoise, snakes. The body of snakes have scaly skin which they can remove after certain period. Animals like crocodile have point sharp teeth and a rough scaly skin. They are also called as cold-blooded animals. Adaptation for blending with surrounding. To survive in the nature, most of the animals have colorful, attractive body that they can camouflage from the predator. The body parts of the plants also show lots of modification with their surrounding. The changes they take place in the various organs of the organism to protect themselves or to cope up with the outer surrounding is nothing but the adaptation. Here, the chameleon is able to hide itself as the color of a flower. The tiger butterfly is able to hide in the sunflower. Owls have a specialized eye that allow them to see very clearly at night. Their sense of hearing is also very keen. A carnivorous such as dog or a large cat like lion has pointed canine teeth that they are using to rip and tear the meat. Predators are able to camouflage themselves in the bush and able to hide for the hunting. Predators have keen sense to detect their prey, like coyotes have a sense of smell. Some of the animals use their claws or talons to catch and hold their prey. Similarly, the plants also grow towards the sunlight. Root grows towards the water deep inside the soil. Darwin's theory of evolution. Charles Darwin, a biologist, studied numerous types of plants and animals and suggested that only those organisms are likely to survive which can best adapt themselves to a changing environment. This is called the theory of survival to the fittest. For example, giraffes have been evolved in such a way that they are able to survive in the outer surrounding. Hence, they are supposed to be fittest. Members of each species have to compete for food, shelter, and other life necessities. This is called fitness. If an organism is born with the new beneficial characteristic and is able to survive, this change is preserved in the next generation. This is Darwin's second principle and is called the theory of natural selection. A key factor in the struggle for existence. Darwin called the ability of an organism to survive is the fitness. Classification of living organisms. The organisms are classified into different groups and classes. A hierarchy is formed in the classification that starts with the kingdom Animalia, kingdom Plantae. Further subgroups and groups are made depending upon the basic similarity and differences. This is called the hierarchy of classification. Carl Linnaeus, the father of taxonomy, who have represented the binomial nomenclature. Binomial nomenclature by Carl Linnaeus. Binomial nomenclature is a two-way naming system of the identified organisms. The first name is a genus and the second name is the species. Depending upon the basic similarities and the differences of the organisms are given the two names, the genus and the species. All the organisms of the same species are similar, that irrespective of differences in the height and color, they are able to reproduce themselves to produce their new individuals. For example, all domestic cats in the world belong to the same family, same species, or a same group. For example, here the tiger can be named scientifically in the two-way, that is Panthera tigris, while the lion can be said as Panthera leo.